Hey, welcome to Serenity Yoga. So today we have a very short practice, and this is beginner friendly. We won't be needing any props. Just before we move forward, if anything's not feeling good in your body, please refrain from moving forward with the asana or movement. And also, if something's feeling really good, always feel free to pause the video and take a little bit more time where you need it. So this is a really great video for early mornings or when you're feeling extremely stiff. So yeah, you can start this even in bed if you want, and then kind of move on to the floor to help get you moving for your day. So I welcome you to come in. We're going to start laying down on our backs. So gently coming onto your back. The knees can be bent or straight, however you're most comfortable. Coming into the breath, so closing the eyes, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. And just feel the breath, the coolness as you inhale, the warmth as you exhale. And taking a moment to set an intention. Maybe that intention is long-term, or maybe it's just as much as taking the next 10 minutes and really coming inside of yourself and spending some time on self-care. Whatever that is for you, just bring that into mind. Maybe it's peace, maybe it's love, maybe it's play. Whatever you're calling in, releasing, using the breath. Inhaling, drawing in, exhaling, releasing. Now I welcome you to keep your eyes closed for as much of the practice as you feel comfortable. We're going to go ahead and bring the knees in towards the chest. And go ahead and make whatever subtle movements you feel like your body needs right now. Maybe it's some circles of the knees, or maybe it's just side to side. Whatever that is for you. If you're not ready for movement, you can always just hold your knees, bringing them closer to the chest. If you're doing circles with the knees, go ahead and slowly begin to switch directions. And then when you're ready, gently releasing the feet to the mat. So we're going to go ahead and leave the left foot and left leg here, lengthening through the right, pushing into the heel and pointing the toes. Pushing into the heel and pointing the toes. Maybe finding some circles of the ankle. On your next exhale, go ahead and begin to walk your hands up your leg, gently bringing that leg closer to you. It's okay if you can't get it any closer. We're just working in that direction. So just doing what you can, meeting yourself out with kindness, meeting yourself where you're at with kindness. Holding here. Breathing through any tension, any discomfort. And then when you're ready, gently release. We're going to go ahead and stack that right ankle on top of the left thigh, flexing through the foot. And just gently push that right knee gently away from you, just opening up, softening. If this is enough of a stretch, please feel free to stay here. If you'd like to go deeper, go ahead and bring that left leg in. You can take your hands around your thigh or your shin. If your hands are around your shin, make sure your knee is not being pinched. There's no pain. And go ahead and come back into the breath. Softening the muscles of the face, loosening the jaw. And when you're ready, gently releasing. And bring that right foot to the mat, lengthening through the left leg, pointing, flexing the foot, maybe finding some circles at the ankle. If you hear a lot of popping like me, that's okay. You're just releasing tension. Lubricating the joints. And when you're ready, go ahead and slowly walk your hands up your leg. Being gentle, this is a practice we're doing either first thing in the morning when we're stiff, most likely. Not that you can't do it other times, but just be mindful, being gentle, not forcing yourself past your point, finding that balance between effort and ease. And taking one more deep breath here. Audible exhale. Go ahead and stack that left ankle on top of the right thigh, gently bringing that left knee away, flexing through that left foot. Staying here if this is enough for you, or bending into that right leg, flexing both feet. One more deep breath here. Audible exhale. Gently releasing both feet to the mat. Feet parallel to each other, about hip distance apart. Walking your heels a little closer in towards your glutes. Engaging through the core, so that just means hugging in the sides of the belly. Bring that belly button slightly back towards the spine. And once you're engaged, we're just going to pick up the pelvis, tilt that pelvis up, and roll the spine up off the mat into our bridge. You can have your hands down on the mat, or you can have them up above the head if that feels good for you. Yogi's choice. You can also flow through this, so exhaling you release, inhaling you raise. Modification. One more time. And gently release. Now feet can be wide apart from each other, close together. We're just going to windshield widen the knees a little bit. Staying connected to the breath. And when you're ready, go ahead and come back to neutral. We're going to make our way up and meet in tabletop. So for tabletop, our knees are directly underneath our hips. Our wrists are directly underneath our shoulders, so the crease of your wrist should line up with your shoulder. Fingers are spread wide, pushing into the tips of the fingers, engaging gently through the core. We're going to go ahead and just do about 3 cat-cows. So on the inhale, we're going to go ahead and rock the pelvis up, spreading hips wide as you do so, bringing the chest forward, chin slightly up, dropping the belly, but still having it engaged, not just dropping. Exhale, we're going to go ahead and roll the pelvis forward, spine to the ceiling, belly button to spine, chin to chest, shoulder blades away from each other. Inhale, dropping back down into cow. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale back to neutral. Okay, so this next, if your wrists are hurting, you can always come down onto your forearms. This next one might be a little challenging for some. And so if it is, go ahead and just keep your knees on the mat. But we're gonna do a gentle flow. So for this, we're gonna go ahead and inhale, lifting the knees. And then exhale, Inhale into plank. And inhale into downward facing dog. And exhale, release. Coming back into floating table, knees hover. Exhale, plank. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, floating table. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale, floating table. Exhale, plank. Inhale, downward facing dog. And exhale here. Go ahead and find some movement. Walking out your dog. So bending one leg and then the other, maybe hips side to side. Whatever's feeling right and good for you. And then when you're ready, find some stillness. Bring the heels as close to the mat as possible. It's okay if they don't touch. Seeing if you can bring your hips any further up and back, melting the chest towards the thighs. Crown the head down towards the hands. Shoulders are gently away from the ears. And go ahead and release. Bring big toes to touch. Knees either mat distance apart or close together if you prefer that for your child's pose. Go ahead and bring hips back to the heels. And then go ahead and walk your hands out in front of you. Trying to keep the connection with your hips to your heels, but it's okay if it lifts. We're just working in that direction. Taking a deep breath here. Audible exhale. One more. When you're ready, gently releasing, coming back towards table, tucking the toes, engaging the core, lifting the hips up and back, downward facing dog, lifting that right leg up, and then bringing it through in between the hands. Both hands can be on the mat. You can also use blocks if you're feeling unsteady. But if you're feeling ready, pushing back into that heel, right knee above the right ankle, inhale, arms up, high lunge. Deep breath here. Audible exhale. We're gonna go ahead and release that left hand down to the mat, right arm up into our twist. Deep breath here. Audible exhale. Gently releasing, coming back through high lunge. And go ahead and gently releasing the hands down to the mat. Bring the left foot to meet the right. Coming into our chair pose. And forward fold on the exhale. Inhale, rolling up into tall mountain. We're going to go ahead and move into our balance. So we did recline pigeon before. We're going to do standing pigeon now. So go ahead and get grounded into the feet parallel to each other, about hip distance apart. And go ahead and bring that right knee up. Go ahead and cross that right ankle on top of the left thigh. Bring the hips back and down, flexing that right foot, and taking a deep breath here. To stand, gently pushing into that standing leg, and come up. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, tall mountain, and exhale, release the arms, and let's switch sides. So grounding once again into the feet. We're going to lift that left knee up, stack that left ankle on top of the right thigh, hips back and down, standing pigeon, taking a deep breath. Audible exhale. Gently releasing, pushing into that standing leg, coming up. Inhale, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale. And this time we're going to go ahead and take that left leg back, pushing into the left heel. Oh, I'm sorry, we did that one last time. We're going to take the right leg back, pushing into the right heel, stacking that left knee above the left ankle. Inhale, arms up. High lunge. Exhale. Go ahead and drop that right arm down, left arm up, twisted high lunge. And exhale, go ahead and come back to high lunge. And go ahead and bring hands to prayer, feet together. Inhale one more time, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. And hands together. On your exhale, bringing them down into prayer. All right, you guys, very good. So we're gonna go ahead and finish seated today. Normally we do Shavasana, but when you're just starting out your day or you're on the go and need a quick practice, we don't always have time for that. So what I did want to do is I wanted to bring in some affirmation cards so I can draw one for you guys. Let's see what we got. Okay. What I seek is seeking me. The universe is so generous that it can't wait to send your way whatever is necessary to help you in your journey. Just open your mind, the door that leads you to infinite possibilities, and accept that you are an unlimited being. I love that. When we have desires, when we have wants, when we have goals, we so often are so hard on ourselves, and so we beat them down. We don't have an open mind. We're like, it has to look this way, and it has to be this way. But when you can just let go and tap into that, to faith, to allowing, to being open, to receiving, then there's no telling what's coming your way. So, major blessings to you. As you move forward from here, may you have peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, and peace in your heart. May your days be filled with love, joy, peace, and health. And may you bring these gifts to all you encounter. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your practice. Thank you so much for being a part of mine. The light in me honors the light in you.